Would you ever give back money from an inheritance after you've already received it? Sounds wild, right? But this is the exact situation one family is facing, and today we're breaking down what you actually need to know if you ever get caught in this kind of legal tug of war. Here's the promise. By the end of this video, you'll know your rights, the risks, and the smartest steps to take if you ever inherit money, and someone suddenly asks for it back. So the story starts with a simple inheritance. A father passes away, and the attorney handling his estate says, "Hold on. Everyone needs to wait 10 months before any money from the home sale is distributed." That's because in many places, the law requires executors to wait a certain period, often to allow time for creditors to come forward and make claims. 10 months isn't random, it's actually pretty standard in a lot of states. But here's where it gets crazy. Despite that warning, the executor apparently released the inheritance early to at least one beneficiary. Now the executor wants the money back, maybe because a creditor showed up late or another issue popped up with the estate. So what happens now? Let's break it down. First, executors have a tough job. They're legally responsible for making sure all debts, taxes, and final bills get paid before anyone gets their share. If they pay out early and something unexpected happens, say a big tax bill from the IRS or a forgotten credit card debt, they could personally be on the hook. That's why attorneys urge patience. But for a beneficiary, getting money and then being asked to return it, that's stressful. Legally, if you were told to wait and receive the funds by mistake, you might be required to give it back, especially if the estate still owes money elsewhere. If you've already spent it, you could be in a sticky situation. And here's what most people don't realize. Probate law is strict. Estates can't just hand out cash while there are unresolved debts or taxes. That waiting period is there for a reason. According to the National Association of Estate Planners, nearly 60% of estates face at least one claim from creditors during probate. That's a huge chunk. So, what should you do if you're in this situation? First, don't panic, and definitely don't ignore the executor. Ask for everything in writing. What's the reason for the request? Was there a specific debt or expense that came up? Get clear documentation before you return a single dollar. And here's another angle. If you're not sure about your rights, get your own legal advice. A quick consultation with an estate attorney could save you thousands and help you avoid legal headaches. But let's zoom out for a second. Inheritance disputes are surprisingly common, especially when communication breaks down or legal steps get skipped. And that's what nobody tells you about risk. It's not just about investments. Even money you think is yours can be tangled up in red tape. The bottom line, if you ever inherit money, be patient. Make sure the estate is fully settled before spending a dime. It's not just about waiting, it's about protecting yourself from nasty surprises. So, what do you think? Would you give the money back if you were in this situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more practical insights. Because when it comes to inheritances, a little caution today can save you a world of trouble tomorrow.